Don't ever in your life think that going back home is backwarding. And once you remove that thinking in your mind, you are free. That is the only thing, and they bank so much on it. If not, tell me why someone will tell you to do a job that someone cannot do for 10 years. They know that you are afraid to go back to your country, and that is why they can give you that offer. If they look at you and they ask you where are you from, and you mention a country that is not in Africa, they will ask you how far, how come, where originally are you from? Forget sentiment. They knew. They are used to certain type of immigrant. They are used to people that are broke. They knew, and they are looking for such people. I don't know why someone will naturally think that I am broke. They are used to certain immigrants, and this set of immigrants that come right now are educated, elite, and skillful African migrants, unlike the migrant that came before COVID. There is a clear difference, and they cannot understand it. Now, this migrant that came now are more smarter than previous migrant. I don't say that the previous ones are not smart, but these ones, they study the law, they know the culture, they know how the society works, and the owners of the land are ignorant about this. And let me tell you, most of those migrants know their whereabouts. We have studied their system for years. We know how they colonized us, how they came down to take our name, our land, our resources. We are aware of those things, more than the previous migrants. It's not that they are not aware, but these current migrants are well educated and well skillful. And that is what they have not understand. And that's why when they ask you, where originally are you from? And you say that you are from so country, they find it difficult to believe you. When I came to abroad, someone told me, oh, Africa is poor. And I brought out my phone and showed them interesting places in Africa that they were quite surprised. They can lie to us now about our history. We know everything. And this is what differentiates us with the previous migrant. Now we have access to social media where you can learn your story. BBC cannot come out now to write any stuff about Africa because we are accessible on the internet and we can verify it. But in those days before now, this is what they're doing. They say a lot of things about Africa because Africans are not accessible to internet, and they use it to write a lot of stuff that are not true about Africa. You're a migrant and they tell you that Africa is poor. Please bring out your videos and show them interesting and beautiful places in Africa. They knew that you are afraid to go back home without your passports because they knew that in our thinking, that when we go back home without their passports, without their citizenship, we start thinking that we are failing because of the way people back home refer us. They knew all those things. And that's why I tell you, please don't have it in your mind. Remove it in your mind. Africa is still the best place to live. Plan your retirement there. Just remove it that I'm free like bird without your passport. You will have peace of mind. Don't work yourself as a slave just to meet up with the standard they gave to you. They are using what they know about us to give you terms that is not suitable for you. If they have other countries, they don't give them such terms and conditions. Please don't overstretch yourself just to be in abroad. Never you be too afraid to tell your original country. When they ask you, where are you from? Tell them where you are from. Do you know why? There are things they want to hear from you. There are answers they want to hear from you. Even if you say that you are from Jamaica, you are from Australia, they will ask you, where originally are you from? That's true that they are doubting your answer. They knew all those things. And if you're a migrant that is from Africa, please don't allow those things to be upon you. Don't allow it to weigh you down. They know all those things and they're using it. That's why a lot of migrants pick up jobs that are not suitable, that even their citizens cannot do. This has been the tools they used to get cheap labor from us. They knew all those things. Don't think that they don't know it. They knew. And I'm here to tell you, please remove the fear of going back home. People are making it back home. A lot of successful people are back home. The richest man in Africa is back home. All my years of living in abroad, I have never seen a migrant that is richer than Dangote. I have never seen a migrant that is richer than some prominent people in Africa. Does it show you something? Did you learn something from it? Never you be afraid of going back home. Home is still your home, no matter whatever. Even people that have their citizenship, they still see the same discrimination among them. Some of African migrants travel to this country and they are building a credit record of $22,000, £22,000. Please, who are you trying to impress? Don't. A lot of people back home are better than you. And those migrants, They knew that you are doing all things to fit in their society. So please, start building yourself. You are not gonna stay there for a long time. Even if you have their passport, you have their citizenship, you have their permit, they still see you as a migrant. And that is why whenever you say them, I'm a British, I'm an American, they will ask you, where are you originally from? Please. They are Africans. It's like we are on this boat. A lot of us are captured on this boat. And one thing with many African migrants, when you tell them to start thinking about investing back home, start thinking about if things are not going well here, is it not better that you relocate back home? Some of them shut down this idea. A lot of us are going home crying and sleeping. Some of us are not even sleeping at all. And when you give them the option, you can have peace of mind in Africa. You can have rest of mind back home. They will see you as you are an enemy of progress. Please, this fear of going back home is eating us down. It's eating a lot of people. And that's why all the time you hear cases of this person slumped in his place of work, this person unalive in his place of work. Because of a lot of jobs they are doing that are beyond them. They do this job just to provide for themselves. They do this job just to send something back home. Those jobs are very hectic jobs that even someone that prescribed the job, that bring out those jobs, their members, even as the white they are, they can never do this job. But we have Africans, they are afraid to go back home. They see going back home as a failure. That's why they are being trapped in that job. Even with our degrees and certificates in those countries, they still want us to go back to this job. Right now, a lot of people that study healthcare or those things, they don't even have jobs in their discipline. After spending thousands of dollars, thousands of pounds, thousands of euros just to get the certificate. After you get the certificate, you can't even use it in your discipline. They will ask you to go down and start cleaning their nyash. They will start asking you to start doing jobs that people that don't go to university don't do. Do you know that most people, the real UKs, the real Americans, they don't like going to school? Even if they don't like going to school, they don't go to school. We immigrants are more educated than them. But some people don't know. They don't go to school, but they have better job more than our immigrants that has good certificate, that have good knowledge. Doesn't it send something to you? Please, we are not gonna stay here for a long time. We are not gonna stay here forever. Some of those jobs we migrants are doing in their country is stressing us. It's not a livable job. It's not a job that you can stay for a long time. But the country made it that you will be there for 10 years. A job that after 1 week you cannot find interest to do again. Someone is prescribing it for 10 years. And the real citizens cannot do it. And you tell yourself, this is a job you are going to do, even in your old age. Come on, that's not true. Please, stop seeing going back home as a crime. Stop seeing going back home as a failure. That is the fear in our mind. That is the fear in our thinking. And people are being trapped. People are unalive because of this fear. That's why I bring out this. Remove that fear in thinking. You will get it right. If you remove that fear, you start having thinking of self-respect. You know that as a human being, you have self-respect. But when you have this fear, you remove the thinking of self-respect. Because you are being controlled by this fear. You are being manipulated by this fear. Please, Africa is still our home. Africa is still beautiful. Africa is still great. Africa is not hellfire. You can do better. Remove it. And there is one thing I noticed. When you remove the thinking that going back home is a failure, you start getting it right. I see many migrants, they come into the country with their families, babies. I begin to ask, who is encouraging your people to relocate like this? Please, we can do better. This is not our home. And we can live better only in our mother continent. Alright, if you have watched up to this moment, thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe. Share your comment thoughts under the comment section. Alright guys, see you guys on our next video. Bye.